GamerPET plays Football Manager. Hello beautiful people, I'm Pet and I'm here to play Football Manager 2013. It's 3:20 AM and I have been playing the game, I know, all day, all night, depends on how you want to call it, but since I've been playing it all night. However, since I'm waking up at night, you can say it's like day for me, only that it's dark outside and it's very quiet. I'm the only one making the noise actually. And it's the start of season 6, 19 August 2017. Yeah, the world didn't end it. Now, about real life, we have to see exactly what's going to happen. Anyway, in this season, my goal is to keep basically the same team. The reason for that is that, as you know, when you add new players to your team is not used to play together, and a lot of the bad results are because of that. You get new players, you play like crap, the new players get used to the old players, then some of the old players leave, and then you get new players, and you keep doing that. Now, I did want to buy a player, and that player is this guy. However, he chose to go to Real Madrid. But I think, or a lot of money. I think I paid a bit less. I offered $30 million. For the reason is that determination, work rate, decent teamwork, and of course the physical abilities. But in a way, looking at him right now, I'm glad that I didn't pay that much. And also, I promoted a lot of my players to, the young players that I've purchased like 2 years ago, or actually it's 3 years, I believe. I promoted them to the main team, and I am going to try to play them, and I'm going to try to rely on them. So we basically kind of need some new juniors, and I tried for hours to actually buy good juniors, but more on that a bit later. I believe it was in season 5, episode 2. I will put a link over here if you want to check it. We did talk about our old juniors, and we did like a comparison, like look a screenshot when I bought the player and look how he looks now. Those players, as I've said, they are now on the main team, and we are going to rely on them a bit, and hopefully they are going to work. They are going to be okay. This is our current team, so let's go again. Goalkeepers, of course, it's still Hennessy, 30 years old right now, and he has been our main guy for like forever, right? He did got a bit injured for something like 2 weeks, and Ruffier had to play, the friendly games. And as our third goalkeeper, we actually have Danilo Travaglini, who has Italian name, but he's German. Nationalities, he's basically other nationality. He has both nationalities, so he is playing basically for the under 20 team, I believe. So he doesn't look. We actually purchased him, as you can see, under 1 million, and he is not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Handling 15, and that's a lot, to be honest. Anticipation, positioning, he can still use some work, and basically, unfortunately, rushing out is not really that good. But according to the report, current ability 2 stars, and he has a total of 4 stars and a half as a potential. So I don't know, as a specific strength, important matches, and that's pretty important. And do you remember how Denis Aogo, this guy who basically we loaned again this team this year? Why? Because he got a bit more familiar with the team, and I don't want to actually spend money on buying players, old players. He basically played bad in some games and good in some others. Then I've checked this out. Main weakness, specific weakness, important matches. So this guy, I'm not going to play this guy on important matches because he doesn't seem to handle the pressure. Now let's continue with our team. Giuseppe Bellusci, of course, who unfortunately his heading went down from 16 to actually to 14, as you can see. No idea why. And basically I changed his training focus to heading, However, the intensity is light because I am trying to... He has this trait that he's running with ball often, and that's not a good idea for a central midfielder. So I'm trying to unlearn him that. I already tried to do that when I bought him, but he failed. Now, our main guy and our captain is, of course, GamerPET, who is playing for the national team also. And he's morally superb right now. Now, follow Diagne. We didn't purchase him, we didn't bought him, we actually loaned him. As you can see, we have been loaning him for 3 seasons now. He was a bit unhappy last year because I haven't played him too long, but I still needed someone. I didn't want to... You know how I had, if you watched the other episodes, I had like a lot of players, a lot of defenders that I wanted to buy, but the price for a good defender is more than $15 million, something like $20 million, and again, I don't want to pay that. So that's why I have decided to load him again. Now, Sean Agostino, of course, you know this guy. He actually played in like 2 games. He's my junior. I purchased him for 600k from Hibernian, and right now his report says 3 stars and his current ability is 2 stars. However, I don't have any other options, so he will be as like my 4th defender. I do have another choice, but I believe I loaned him. I will look in a minute. Stamina 18, determination 16. I'm training him at positioning, but of course his tackling is not really that great. So, and of course anticipation and decisions. So he still needs some work. Maybe if I'm going to play him, he will improve a lot. As reserves, as you can see, Oliver Hoffman is my other defender that I actually wanted to promote him. He stands a bit better, however, he's better tackling, better positioning, better decisions, but of course marking and heading a bit poorly, and I am training him right now at heading. So let's see how he is going to improve. I will give him a chance to play for the main team. Yeah, I listed him for loan, but no one is interested in loaning him anyway. Christian Meyer, or however you pronounce that character, maybe you can write in the comments. He improved a lot on the physical abilities, like a lot. He's like super fast. Good tackling right now, but you know, he's still good decisions, but of course concentration, creativity. I want more, dude, I want more. And I am trying to knock ball past opponent. I believe this is a perfect trait for a guy who has speed. I mean, he has no dribbling. It doesn't matter that he has no dribbling. Dribbling is good for someone who is not fast. But if you have speed, like this is huge speed, and you do something like this, basically he will knock the ball past the opponent, of course, and he will run to the ball. So this is going to be a very good trait for him. And I am training him at marking, because even that he's a defender right, marking is still very important. And back to the main team anyway. I don't want to actually do like a whole overview of the team. I believe we actually did that in this last episode, or I don't remember. Jose Angel, we actually got some offers for like $14 million to sell him, but I don't want to sell him. He's still very decent and not old. Hopefully he's going to play better. Fabio as a defender right. He also played good and then bad, and then good and then bad. Frank Tubanu as our midfielder left, as a backup more exactly. Forlin, of course, as a midfielder center, but he's getting old also, but he's still very good. Simao, he used to be our main guy, but then he kind of, last season he didn't have a chance to play. And let's face it, I do prefer to promote the young players now. Vladimir Weiss, attacking midfielder right. Played very awesome. I actually received an offer for him to sell him. I refused. Oh, I forgot to actually tell you. In the past games, I actually got an offer from a team in Spain to coach. I refused, of course. And then I actually got an offer from AC Milan to coach. And of course I refused. So, and through this season, like, I don't know, 1 month ago in game, I actually got an offer from OM in France to train them. And of course I refused. Because why? our main focus is Wolverhampton, of course. Jensen, we still have Jensen, and we are still going to play him. But as you can see, my team needs to get better, and I'm not going to do that by buying players, because you know how it is. If you played Football Manager, you know that there are some players who are very good, very good. You know, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. There are some younger players who are not really that good, just decent. They somehow become a bit better than decent, still no Messi or Ronaldo level. Ronaldo and Messi will retire. Rooney right now, he sucks. Last season he was loaned to Stoke or something like that. And those players who were decent become like overrated. And the young players who had the potential of 4, keep in mind, do you remember Williams? That I paid like $40 million, and right now I had to release him. No one wanted to loan him, no one wanted to buy him. I had to release him, and he still has no team. This guy, oh, he actually found a team at Aston Villa. But as you can see, he almost improved. He didn't improve at all. Maybe one mistake was that I loaned him to Aston Villa, where he didn't play at all. But anyway, then what was I talking about? I was talking about basically what you want to do is to buy those regions. The regions are your two players with potential. You buy some, and then you train them, and then you'll actually be able to promote them and actually play them. Because if you rely on buying other players, as you can see, that region, the defender right that I wanted to buy, and he was very overpriced and still not good. So that's why you actually want to evolve, because something that gets a bit decent. Okay, $20 million, $20 million, $30 million, something like Hazard got sold for $70 million this season. Yeah, so I actually forgot that I got this player. His value is pretty high right now, and keep in mind that we discovered him by accident, and we bought him for this sum. We loaned him because he didn't adjust it to us, and right now I'm actually going to keep him in my team. Because we can still train him for one more star, and we actually need a midfielder right, because keep in mind that we play Vladimir Weiss always, and he gets tired, and this is going to be a good choice to keep in. And it was very good last season that we had that full team. We didn't have problems with injuries, and this is what I'm also going to do now, keep a full team. We have Frederick. Of course, his name is not Fredrik, but I renamed him Fredrik because he has that Norwegian name that I can't pronounce. Who, to be honest, I wasn't too impressed, but then he started to play only a bit better lately. Mario Balotelli, yeah, I've loaned Mario Balotelli. Why? Because he's Mario Balotelli. I'm paying half of his salary and a bit 80k per month as a loan, and he's unhappy with his high training workload. And I don't know, I have strikers, but I've said to loan him, and I said like, okay. And my strikers are Luca Hemmel, of course, my beautiful junior. You have seen him, if you watch the videos, you have seen him a lot of times. And we will give him a chance to play more and more. And right now, we are training him at Technique. And as you can see, his Technique is going up and up. And that's a very good thing. I might train him. No suggestions from the trainings. I was thinking on training him more at Composure, but 14 is still okay. I don't know. Maybe he will get better when he gets a bit older. Jordan Rhodes, of course, who has been playing magnificent. Again, a lot of goals scored. Ademilson, who, I don't know, I still don't know what to say. Only 7 goals last season, and he played a lot of games. But he did score some beautiful goals. And of course, Mattia Destro, our guy who is awesome, but he's injuring himself all the time. Like, come on, dude, come on. So this is our current team, but let me show you the juniors. And let me order by age. We promoted him. He's a goalkeeper, of course. I already showed you him. Luca Hammer, of course, you know him, and Ricardinho. I actually bought this guy. Yeah, I forgot. We will look at the transfers after. We basically sold Vladimir Darida, and I got this guy for $3.6 million. I actually wanted to get him last year, but we kind of didn't have the money, so I had to cancel. So good technique, good passing, good free kick taking. Finally, I have a guy who can do free kicks. Determination and work rate and teamwork, of course. And he's 18 years old. He's only 2 stars as an ability. 2 stars, and he looks like that. My God! And he has the ability of 4 stars and a half. So I'm actually going to try to play this guy. What I don't like about him is that tackling 8, finishing. I mean, he's not like going forward dribbling, and he's not also going to be too good at tackling. So I know I can't play him as a box-to-box midfielder. I guess he's just going to be able to just get the ball and pass it. Something like that. I do prefer to have a midfielder with tackling, and I believe we are training him at tackling. Yeah, heavy, as you can see, and he is training. And by getting him at 12 tackling, it will be okay. So that's our target. Let's keep that in mind. I will surely forgot. Anyway, Jeremy Schreier. As you can see, it's one of our juniors. We purchased him for $2.9 million. He has been with us for 3 seasons. This is his 4th, and we are going to try to promote him. Good physical abilities, good bravery, that's important. Good work rate, not so good teamwork, but he has tackling, and he's a defensive midfielder actually. So also good stats overall, and 2 stars and a half, potential of 4 stars and a half. So we will try to play him and improve him. Gerardo Battiolomo, something like that. He just told me that he wants to go play for loan, and I just offered him for loan, and he's wanted by 6 clubs. So okay, I'm going to loan him only if he's going to be able to play, and I actually checked that can recall him. Off the ball, I'm actually training him as a box-to-box midfielder, and plays one of 2. Why box-to-box? He has dribbling, he has tackling, right? You remember what I've told you about the last player? Dribbling, tackling, passing. Off the ball, so he work rate also very good. Good stamina, good pace. So this is a pretty awesome player, and we purchased him for $1.4 million. Who else? Of course, Agostin. And let me show you the transfers. And actually, let me tell you the story, because I was so annoyed. Basically, as I told you, I kind of wanted to, keep. Maybe I'm going to cut, maybe no. I wanted to do a focus on players I have and try to improve them. I don't want to spend 20 millions again, or 30 millions. And I did try to buy some players for some high sum, and they simply exaggerated. Anyway, so I said, okay, my juniors are right now main team guys, and I need some new juniors because I haven't produced any good player. I actually talked to the board right now, and I told them we need to improve the juniors facilities, and they actually agree with me, and they are actually paying $8 million, but it will be already next year. So I went to my scouts. You can send your scouts, and they will give you reports, and a lot of players are already new. So you can filter the scouts by how old the player is in the entry, how old the scouting was. This is what I mean, not the player age. And I was, okay, interesting, let's make an offer. 1 million, deny. 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 8 million, and they are asking for 20 million. Deny, refuse. This happened with about 20 or 30 players. I can't actually find good players. I have players. Of course, they are all French, German, Italian. I'm sending the scout to England, and he just finishes the assignment and telling me, because of my broad knowledge of the English scene, I found these 3 players, and that's it. I can't find that beautiful gems, players that you can buy really low, and they are actually really great. So I was very, very annoyed, and I can't say I'm happy with the purchases I made. I can't say like it happened with Luca Hammer. like, look, I paid $10 million for him, but he's going to be awesome. I can't say that right now. So right now I'm looking, I haven't showed you that, I'm looking at the teams, I mean at the players that I just bought. Some are on free transfer, and I can't say, all right. But judging from the transfer season, I did spend $26 million on juniors. So let me actually show you what I got. Pizarro, Manu Pizarro, 4 stars. Yeah, you know how I only bought players with 5 stars and something like that. Now I even got lower just to get some players. 4 stars, 16 years old, and I bought him for $2.5 million, so already a lot. No idea how he's going to turn out. We are actually going to look at this episode later to see how they improve, like in 2 years. Maybe you will be able to click here and see how those players evolved. Ricardino, of course, you know him. He's going to be our main. Actually, I'm happy that I got him. Very happy. But as you can see, he's a regen that was available for 3 seasons already. He's not a new regen. I got this guy for free. 18 years old. I've loaned him at Crystal Palace already. Jesus, really? Why did I bought him? Actually, it was for free. And it was from FC Bayern, you know, like a region that no one wanted. So I said, like, okay, let's sign you. Because there were like 5 teams interested in him. And I said, okay, 5 teams interested in him? No, I'm going to get him. So, I don't know. Crappy. Then I got this guy for free. 14, 14, 14, 17 work rate, determination, pace 13, 4 stars actually, and 2 stars current ability. He was again at FC Bayern. Maybe he's going to be okay. It doesn't look like 14, 14, 14. Maybe he's going to become 16, 16, 16. He's already a decent player. We are training him at heading. And he's already going a bit up. You can't see it actually because he's only been here for a few weeks. Joel. A lot of players actually wanted him. But he's 21 years old. And you know that I actually buy players that are 14, 15 years old. And usually not go higher than 17. So again, he was free. Let's sign him. He was at Atletico Madrid. He actually played for them 13 games, scored 3 goals. He has a very... Oh my god. I actually gave him a very huge salary. Really? Anyway, 3 stars and a half. And he's 2 stars and a half. This guy is not actually going to improve too much. Why the hell did I bought him? And I need to train his composure. And I am training him at composure. So... I don't know why the hell did I got Joel. Maybe I'm going to be able to sell him later. This guy from Köln, 1 million. Midfielder right. Again, you look at him and you don't see... You know, crossing 15 is already okay. Dribbling 14. Midfielder right and not an attacking midfielder right. Maybe it's going to be useful. 17 years old already. And again, he has been available for 3 seasons. He's not a new region. And we are training him at passing right now. Because passing 9. Come on, passing 9. Again, you can't be too happy with that. Midfielder center. We bought him for $2.9 million from Getafe. Again, free kick taking. Finally, I have a good free kick taker. Midfielder center or a DM. Again, you look at him and you are like, okay, history has been... this is actually a new region. You look at him and you are like, okay, you know, like you can't say like, oh my god, he's awesome. So let's see how he is going to turn out. I'm training him at marking actually. Yeah, because marking 6 and his midfielder center. It's a good idea to have at least 10. So I got Fidel Beles, 3 stars and a half, 16 years old. I paid for him $1.8 million. I don't know what to say about him. Keep in mind that I actually had some really good juniors, but they were asking for something like $20 million. No, I'm not going to pay that. With those money, I can get a player that I can actually play right now and not hope to improve. And he improves, and you do what? Sell him for $10 million? And this guy from Maybe this guy is actually not really that bad. Again, on midfield center, not tackling. But he's not really that great. Also, I'm turning him at strength because strength 4. Come on. Steven Vorhala. We needed a keeper because our 2 goalkeepers are actually got promoted. So we got this guy. Then we got, actually, you know, there are those teams from Czech Republic or you know, this side of Eastern Europe, and that are becoming good. So I actually got, let's search and see Slavia Praga and the other Praga team, Sparta Praga, yeah, and see what players they actually release. Not release, scout him. And I actually scouted 2 players from Slavia Praga, and I got this guy, who turns out to have 4 stars rating. Pace, free kick taking, yeah, again free kick. He's a midfielder right and a midfielder left. Something that I usually like to have versatile players, but he's injuring himself already. And of course, his specific weaknesses, injury proneness. Alright, 1.5 stars, 4 stars potential. He's going to lose some of those stars, of course, when he gets older. He's already 17 years old, and he is already, you know, existing for more than 1 week, 1 season. So let's see how he's going to turn out. We are training him at Composure. Then we got this guy from AC Milan, another goalkeeper, 4 stars. We paid for him $3.7 million, 16 years old. And then we got this guy from Slavia Praga, who is actually pretty awesome, pretty nice. At least I say that he's nice because I see these blue stats: stamina, determination, work rate, penalty taking. Who of course is like, okay, whatever. First touch, that's important. He already has tackling, and he has been around for 2 seasons, and we are training him at passing. So yeah, let's see how he's going to turn out. So as you can see, I can't say I'm too happy. However, if we check our finances, we do have $22 million still available to buy. So I am going to try right now to sell my scouts and see exactly what, maybe we are going to get something better. Let me show you scouting. As you can see, I have reports. Unfortunately, I can't see the whole reports in one. I have to go to each of those guys and click them, and then go to this guy and click them and do the conditions and so on, and click on this guy and do the conditions and so on. And as you can see, actually this is the player age. Yep. Scout main details, and you can see days old. How old is this listing? This guy has been added for 20 and 60 days ago, and I actually only want to see age at most 17, and then I only have these players. And I look, this guy has already been transferred to some whatever team, and I don't know. Let's see. Actually, Carlos is my guy who's actually he's scouting Romania. Look here, David Frio, UK and Ireland. Some reports, days old, 10 days. Look, this he found those 3 players 10 days ago, and this guy is actually looking pretty awesome. We click him. Of course, he's Spain, and he's an Arsenal. He's from Arsenal, and Arsenal actually bought him for some cheap. Why can't I get players like this? Why? They find me the young players from huge teams who are actually keeping them there. You know, a small team like this will actually, okay, some huge sum of money who for us is very little. Let's sell him. And he seems interesting. I don't know what to say. But I can't buy him from Arsenal right now. He's also giving you an estimate on how much it will cost. I actually tried to buy this guy. They accepted, but no work permit. So, tough luck. So I see that he's starting to get results again. Days old. 1. He just found this guy. As you can see what I mean? It's like, yeah, whatever. 6 days for this guy who's injured, but I've already seen him. I actually tried to buy this guy. They ask for a shitload of money. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go again, look at players that I found. I'm going to scout them 3 times to have a better result, and then I'm going to try to purchase those juniors in the winter. Now about about our friendlies, as you can see, we won all our friendlies. We actually had a friendly with Fenerbahce, and right now we are actually playing in the Europa League, but we are not in the group stages. We need to win versus Torpedo Kutaisi, and then we are actually going to get to from Georgia, so we should have no problems actually qualifying. Hopefully, you can never have. And now right now in the Premier League, we are starting with Sunderland, Huddersfield, Norwich away, Tottenham away. So let's see how this is going to turn out. This is it for episode number 1 from season 6. I know I've talked too much, but it's a start of the season. I'm going to try to make the seasons more robust. I don't know, try to rethink how to do this. If you have suggestions, please write below on how you want me to approach the game and what you want to see. So thanks guys for tuning in. Click here to subscribe, click somewhere around here to see the next episode, whatever. See you soon, bye.